Welcome to From Salvage to Show House. I'm Jesse White, owner and founder of Sarasota Architectural Salvage, and your host. Join me today as we work with Bill Lockhart and Lockhart Builders and the Interior Design Society as they develop the 2009 Designer Show House, which will open to the public in 2009. Well, hi, and welcome back to From Salvage to Show House. And in this segment, I'm going to talk a little bit about our bars here at Sarasota Salvage. We've got some great pieces for the home that are made from salvage and are terrific for entertaining, for having folks over and showing off your wine or showing off your spirit. So this piece that I have in front of me right now, this is from India. It has some architectural elements that anchor it. We've got some columns over here, and then we have other panels here, probably all salvaged wood put together. It's a new piece though, and the paint is all new. So, what I tell folks is, this is a great example of made from salvage. It's functional, and it's very competitively priced, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful piece. Okay, some people don't like the painting on it. Paint over it. It's a new piece. It's okay to do that, or to line it with some beadboard or something else to give it the character that meets with your needs. So just an excellent example of another way you can take your salvage and incorporate it in your show house. At the Lockhart's Designer Show House, they're using stained glass to tap a transom. A lot of folks we find come into Sarasota Architectural Salvage to use stained glass just as an architectural accent to bring in a little color, and they'll hang it in the windows. We have a fabulous selection, probably 20 to 30, maybe even 50 pieces of stained glass at any given time here at the Architectural Salvage. And they're beautiful leaded glass from anywhere from the 1800s all the way up into the 1960s typically. Most of our glass is in perfect condition with no cracks, breaks, or any other problems, and what we do is we do point it out to you if there is any kind of healing that needs to be done to your glass piece. So just come in and browse around a little bit, and I'll try to get down from this old ladder here. Oh, wait a second. Can someone give me a hand?
Here, just let me give you a hand.
Oh, thank you, Sean. When you go to the Designer Show House out on Siesta Key and see all the fabulous rooms designed by all of Sarasota's beautiful, wonderful designers, you're going to be able to realize how you can outfit your own show house with beautiful items very elegantly displayed. When you come to Sarasota Architectural Salvage, it's a little bit more complicated because you see a lot of elements that are in a raw state, like this column which just came off of someone's porch, and we brought it into our shop and we sell it as is, and it's up to you to kind of rework it and make it work in your house. Now, some people do love that shabby chic look, but some people are going for a more finished product, and beneath these layers of paint, this beautiful wood that's just ready to come out and to be incorporated into your project. Well, to help folks to visualize how to use these elements in their home, we've started to do some vignettes in our shop. Really, really wonderful things that show off our wares. Behind me, I have a Asian type themed room. It's very colorful with all our red furniture from estates and different kinds of elements that were adorned by people in their homes, and some things that have been brought over directly from Asia because this is such a popular and creative type way of using these elements. Well, here we go. This is a little bit more of a Victorian type situation. We put beadboard on the walls. This is the same beadboard that we built our Trastero out of. using it as the back. We used it as wainscoting here, which is very nice. And we show some of the ironworks. I think we've shown you in the past all the iron that we have out in the yard, piled high. You know, some of this stuff is very inexpensive. These panels here are only $10, and we've got all kinds of elements that can be easily incorporated into your home. And we're using some areas to display and show how you can do it. There we go. Well, Sarasota Architectural Salvage is also the place to come for really whimsical things and gifts for the holidays. We have these wonderful frames that are made out of antique tin that have been placed into these frames. So then you can use these as mirrors or as picture frames. We also have a whole wall of different size picture frames made from ceiling tin. We also sell raw ceiling tin, you know, so if you're a real do-it-yourselfer, you can come and actually take these pieces, take them home, work in your workshop, and make up your own picture frames or other projects, mirror frames, etc. But if you're like me and you're not quite as handy, you can come here and have a finished product all ready to go. I also want to draw your attention to these cast iron animals. These are very inexpensive and very long-lasting and durable products. Long-lasting. They're made from recycled steel, and they're just really fun for just basically for kids of all ages. So come on in, check it out. It's a constantly changing variety, and you know, they're just a lot of fun, and I invite you to come check it out. We're now in one of our kitchen vignettes, and of course we have this fabulous vendor's cabinet, which is an old piece, probably about 100 years old. That we've actually had some new hardware put on that has an older look, as well as we finished off the drawers. This is a fabulous piece because the drawers actually slip both in and out, so it makes a wonderful island piece. Kitchen pot rack, all our copper pots, a baker's rack, an old stove, which in this case, this is actually a reproduction. It's probably about a 50-year-old reproduction of a 200-year-old stove. Cupboards, and you know, Sarasota Architectural Salvage is also the place to come for these whimsical elements like big old pots. I mean, this pot here, it's only $40. So you could use that once to boil up some lobsters and you got your money's worth. So Sarasota Architectural Salvage, we're the place not only for your show house things, but also the gag gifts and those fun little eclectic items you can't find anywhere else. So come on by and check out our vignettes, figure out how you can use these elements in your own home, and just as the Lockharts have incorporated various elements into their show house that you'll be seeing when it opens to the public. Welcome back to From Salvage to Show House, and here we are at the More Space Place and Innovative Design Solutions. We're going to be going in and talking with folks and finding out how they can help you build your show house. Cheryl Thurlby and Tim Marshall from the Innovative Design Solutions, and we're going to talk about their involvement with the Interior Design Society's 2009 Designer Show House, which will be open to the public this spring. So, I am so thrilled. What an absolutely beautiful place you have here.
Thank you.
And you've got so many wonderful things, and you're involved with the show house. Well, you're the president of the Interior Design Society, so you're very active with the show house. But and specifically, your room is the media room, right?
That's correct. Yes, we're in the media room. We are going to make it more of a multi-purpose media room with comfy seats for watching the movies, and also some bar stools and a high bar for a second row, so that it's really, it's really more of a multi-purpose, not just 100% theater room.
Okay.
And the inspiration for the colors was from some of the artwork from Gallery 53 up on Palm Avenue, and that Mick Manis and Cindy Retz are IDS members. And I especially fell in love with this Disney fine artist here that shows Mickey and Minnie traveling around the world, and the colors of the that the artist used, that it inspired a memory of a fabric that I have. And as soon as I saw that artwork, I knew I wanted to use this fabric in the show house, and that took everything else to you know, from the draperies to the carpet to the leather furniture and the window treatments that are going to be part of the opening that looks down over the foyer.
Okay.
And just dramatic acoustic panels, and but it was all based on the colors that are in that. And those will be hanging in the media room.
In the acoustic panel area.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This right here is that special fabric that has all the colors from the Disney artwork. So that is going to be our accent fabric. And this shows a floor plan here of how the seating will be. There's the comfortable seats to watch the movie and the bar area back there. Here's that wonderful arch window that will have the door from Jesse's place and a little Juliet balcony that you'll see from the foyer when you walk in the front door. So it's really very, very dramatic. The drama of the, you know, the Hollywood feeling is also in these are the draperies that will go basically for acoustic value right there on either side of this opening with the door in it, but they're got this just crazy fringe, and this is the pole that will hang the draperies at the top. It's called Jester, and I just think that's so Hollywood. This is what the drapery fabric will be made out of. Of course, the room will be fairly dark, and the ceilings will be an almost black. Mm-hmm. And here's our comfortable leather, and because leather's just great for theater seating. There's also a floor pillow for the family dog.
So you have a beautiful showroom, and it's wonderful to come in here. There's lots of things to look at. Can you tell me a little bit about what it is that you offer here?
Sure. We get a really great response from a lot of people that have walked in here for the first time because they love the colors, and there is so much to see. We do feature a lot of leather furniture, and this particular one that we're sitting on is from a company from Finland. The family is from Finland, and it's very high quality leather and super, super comfortable. This is one of my favorites. It gets a lot of great reaction when it comes in here. This is called Cordon, and this is from Otto, which is another one of our fabric companies. We love to help people with accessories in the way of artwork, both traditional framed prints, and we also have the leather tapestries, canvases, and even fabric tapestries. The one here in the showroom that has the bird on it is actually called Mayaka Sunset, so that has a real special meaning around here. And some of the other things that we feel are very unique for us are the blown glass work, and also the other leather accessories, the furniture and lamps. So we just have a lot of really different things that, you know, inspires people to visualize it in their house. And it may be the artwork that is the focus for everything else, or it may be the color of the leather that starts the whole process. But we do a lot of boards and presentations so that people can really visualize what it's going to look like when it's over. So when we install something, they're thrilled, and it's exactly, and hopefully more than what they ever expected.
You mentioned the media area. That's being on the road a lot myself. There's voids. Even though this industry we're in is a mature industry and it looks gigantic to the consumer, it's really still got voids, and one of them is audio video. I mean, audio video, people typically don't know a lot about the leather, and they mix in it a little bit, but and people that are in furniture stores and designers, they get somebody needs audio video and they don't necessarily know where to go. So that's kind of what got us together to start with.
You know, you have mentioned color a number of times, and I just can't impress upon our viewers how important that factor is, because that color really in the rooms, in your choices of both furniture and artwork and all these other things really do come together to set a mood and a tone. And I think that of all the the strategies and the resources that a designer brings to the table, I think that ability to understand how colors interact and the way that it's going to impact you as you live in that room is one of those really special talents that the design community offers.
Definitely. And it can be very dramatic. Sometimes it's more a process of elimination to find out what color a client doesn't like. But it's interesting too, really, that the colors that make you look good when you're wearing them are a lot of times the colors that you should have in your home too. Because if you put a color that a shirt that you don't look good in, and you have that as a background color on a wall, you're not going to look good in that room, and you're not going to feel good in that room.
Wow, that's really interesting. But the IDS has a tremendous, it does have a tremendous energy. This group of designers has really come together and provided a very warm, a very inviting, a very collaborative group. There's a lot of collaboration and working with each other to provide. I think that you absolutely have the client's interests at heart, and so I just wanted to mention to our viewers, you can go to the IDS website and you can contact the IDS and ask for a referral for designers in the areas that you're looking for some help. And it's a great resource, and it's just really something that we're very lucky to have, such a very active local chapter.
Exactly.
And that is what is going to make a fantastic 2009 designer show house out on Siesta Key, being built by Bill Lockhart Builders. And stay tuned, it is going to be a fabulous show house, and we'll all be invited this spring to check it out and see what these designers have come up with to translate Salvage into show house. Welcome back to From Salvage to Show House, and I'm here with Patrick Doyle from the More Space Place, also known as the Murphy Bed Center. And we're going to be talking about your involvement with the show house and the phenomenal types of offerings that you have here to make more space in your house.
We're excited to be involved with this. We think it'll be a good platform to show what we can do for customers, creating a lot of space in a little space. With our Murphy beds, home offices, and then our custom closets. We're in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and we, as of now, have plans to put one of our products, our library bed, in there, which is kind of a unique product. And then on the other side of the room, we'll have a small office that we're going to also put in there. A lot of the people out there today think of Murphy beds as that old I Love Lucy, the Three Stooges, the bed falls out of the closet type thing. And they've evolved quite a bit from there. Now they're encased in cabinetry, and it can be a laminate cabinet or it can be a wood cabinet with various stains to match whatever else they may have going on in the room. One of the things that we like to do is take that awkward space and make it visually and functionally appealing to the customer by putting the bed in the home office in a second or third bedroom. What we hear from our customers is our product is a little bit different than the typical sleeper sofa or the futon or that you're actually sleeping on a mattress. Our mattresses are made by Serta, or we now have a new Tempur-Pedic mattress that we can put in the beds. So they're sleeping on a regular mattress, and that's really the only complaint that we ever get is sometimes they say their guests want to stay too long because of the comfort of the bed, But yeah, that's the major difference between us and our competition.
Well, that's a very good point. You're actually sleeping on an actual full mattress like you would on a full bed. It just isn't taking up the space of a full bed all the time.
Exactly, and like you said, 10% of the year they pull the bed down. The rest of the time they have the bed up. They have all that space in the room to use, for the home office or exercise room, a hobby room, whatever it might be. It's pretty versatile. I mean, we have a showroom here in Sarasota. one in Bradenton, one in Port Charlotte. And in each showroom we have about 14 to 18 different displays showing the different products, so they can come in and see it, touch it, feel it. And you know, you can create a lot of different looks, a lot of different ideas. And as we walk them through the showrooms, you know, we constantly get the remarks that, oh, we didn't know you could do that. We didn't know you could do that. So it's kind of a unique product. We have the Murphy beds. We also do custom closets. We have the home offices that we attach with the Murphy beds usually, although we do a number of commercial offices. And then we have garage systems that we put together also.
Okay, super. And all very high quality, and your customers are all, you know, give you great feedback on your professionalism, and you tell me a little more about your customers.
Well, I mean, that's, you just hit on a point. That's what we kind of strive for, is to create and to have. One of the nice things is once we're done is to see that room and to hear from our customers, you know, the praise that we get back on the professionalism and the attention to detail that we put into that room to make it what they want it to be. When we met with Bill and Lori, we kind of sat down and asked them, what do you want out of that room? The theme or the idea for that room was that there was a college-age son that was away at college now, so they didn't really need that bed sitting in the room and all that. But yet when he came home from college, he had a bed, but he also had a place to do some work. So this is where we came up with the idea of putting the library bed in there, which it has a study look to it. And then we put the small home office in there so that he has a place to be able to do things like that. And then we're going to decorate the whole room in kind of that male college age, you know, person. But typically when a customer comes in, or we get a call from a customer and we go to their home to do a measurement, which we don't charge for, we'll get ideas from them first, and we'll do the measurement, okay, and then we'll come back and we'll create a CAD design. We then will invite that customer back in and we review the CAD with them, so you can see it in 3D, and we can, at the point where the customer's here, we can insert things, we can take them out, we can modify them, so they see what they're getting before they commit to anything, which is nice. And you know, with a lot of our clientele, it really helps them visualize, you know, what we're going to do in that room. And it also, when you have a small room, it's tough to pack some things in there. With this, it shows you that we're really not packing things in there, but we're giving you that bed in there, that maybe a queen bed in a home office or a...
I have another question for you. Lead time. You know, how much, what's the process time from when somebody says, hey, you know what, I got Junior coming home from college this Christmas, and, you know... We need a bed. We need a bed. We need some place to put him. We handle that two different ways. One, we do keep some things in inventory that we can, we look at our schedule and hopefully we can fit them in pretty quickly. We try to accommodate most customers that way. If we do have to order it, on our laminate products, it's about a 4 to 6 week lead time. On wood, it gets to be about 8 to 10 weeks. Okay, so people are looking at, on the short side, maybe a month. On the long side, maybe 3 months, depending on what product they're actually interested in.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's terrific. I think it's just such an incredible, wonderful idea. You can really make the most of those spaces. You can add, I guess you get to add closets as well when you're adding the bed system. So you get to add some extra storage or whatever it is that you want or need for your home space.
Well, and with our name and our sign out front, the Murphy Bed Center, people don't really think of us as closets, but we do a number of closets, and it's another space-saving idea. People will come in and they'll look for the bed or the home office. Oh, by the way, you do closets or you do pantries, and we have displays in all of our showrooms of both of those. And you know, it gets back into that space-saving idea where we can take a small space and give them a lot more. You know, we have our own in-house installers that work just for us, so there's no finger point going anywhere else. It comes back to us, so we try to do the whole package. So when somebody comes in with us, we take it from start to finish and we complete it.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining me for another From Salvage to Show House. We hope you've enjoyed seeing how we incorporate salvage and very unique products into this designer show house. You'll be able to tour it yourself in March 2009 as Lockhart Builders and the Interior Design Society build the 2009 designer show house. We hope you've enjoyed the show and you've gotten a lot of great ideas on how you can incorporate salvage into your show house.